I think that should work.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello and welcome to NerdTrash. I am Hannah.
And I'm Anna.
And this is another one. So, today we're going to be talking about Percy Jackson and the character of Annabeth and kind of who we ship with her and how we think about that and kind of stuff. And then we're going to be talking about our predictions for Volume 3 of RWBY.
Which is very exciting.
Yes.
Just a fair warning, we really don't hold back when it comes to spoilers. So if you haven't read all of Percy Jackson, and I'm talking all 10 books here, you might want to go and do that. Or if you don't care, which I don't understand why you wouldn't, because you really should, because it's awesome, then just continue on. And it's the same with RWBY. Go watch Volume 1 and 2. And
yes.
So we don't spoil you.
It's now on Netflix, so it's like 2,000% easier to watch.
Yeah.
If for some reason YouTube was too difficult.
Yeah. RWBY's really the easiest thing in the world to watch.
It is. I'm pretty sure, like, I watched the first two, I think, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And I was like, I can't really find the time to watch the rest of it. And then I watched the rest of it. We watched the rest of it in, like, a however long period. It was like a week.
Yeah.
We just watched the entire thing.
I, like, sat you down and was like, you're going to watch this.
Yeah. But once you get past, like, I think 5 or 6 episodes in, all of a sudden you're just gone. You're just like, I have to finish this entire thing in one sitting.
And it's so easy to do, just like Carmilla.
Yeah. Exactly like Carmilla. I have, like, sat down and rewatched Carmilla in one sitting.
I've done
multiple
that with RWBY.
times. Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So,
watch.
Yeah. Let's start this thing.
Okay.
So, shipping with Annabeth.
Yes. Because we have a problem with shipping her with multiple people. Because the thing is, there are so many people that you could ship her with, that she has chemistry with. But you can't because her canon pairing is so perfect.
Yeah, if Percabeth wasn't a thing, shipping with Annabeth would be such, like, a complicated thing with my heart.
Yeah.
Like, I would just be so conflicted with who to ship her with, but then Percy comes along and it's like, oh, okay, so you're perfect for each other.
Yeah, exactly.
And then my mind's like, but Piper.
Yeah. Also that. But Reyna, it's just...
There are so many. We multi-ship way too much to be considered healthy.
Yeah. There are... Percy Jackson is definitely the fandom I have the worst, like, multi-shipping problems with. That and Harry Potter. Because there are other fandoms where I have it, like, completely solid. I know exactly who I ship with each other and there's no variations and it's, like, perfect. And then it comes to Percy Jackson, I'm like, I don't know!
I think the thing about Percy Jackson and Harry Potter as well is that we have this, like, broad cast of characters, and that comes with, like, a really long series. You know, you get introduced more characters. Yeah. But all of them are so well fleshed out that we feel like we know them and we can, like...
Yeah.
We know who would go well with them and we know how different relationships would work. Like, even though we think Percy and Annabeth are perfect, do not get us wrong, we think they are perfect together. We know, like, Piper so well, and we know how her and Annabeth could work together, and we know Reyna, and we just... We can see it because we know these characters and we know what would make them happy.
And, like... Yeah. What was I gonna say? Seriously, I was gonna say something. Yeah, we know, first off, that Annabeth is at least a little bit attracted to Piper. Like, that
it is canon.
And this isn't even, like, reading between the lines or anything. It is quite literally a magical property that only works on people who are attracted to Piper, works on Annabeth. That's not looking into it too far. That's literally just...
If you're looking for the evidence behind that, it's in Mark of Athena, when they're all on the Argo 2, and it's the scene where Percy's like, oh no, we've got this disease and it's going to turn us into dolphins. Frank, turn into a dolphin. And then Piper's like, charm speaking, she's like, yeah, we're going to turn into dolphins. And Annabeth's like, I think we're going to turn into dolphins. And it only works on people who are attracted to Piper.
Exactly.
Because dolphins.
Which is why I maintain that the only person on that entire ship who does not get affected in the tiniest bit by the charm speak is Nico. And, like, everybody else, even just a little bit, and Nico's just like, I see right through you.
I feel like Nico and Piper could become like proper bros because of it though. Because
Yeah.
I think she likes her charm speak right at the beginning. Like in The Lost Hero, she really likes it. But I think she starts to like grow into kind of doubting herself and like, because if you have that property and you talk to people, you're not sure if you're making them like you or not. I just feel like that would develop, and then with one person who isn't affected by it, just like, yo.
Yeah, I genuinely do like you. She'd be like,
I feel like that would really ground her and be like, yes, okay.
But see, I can see her and Annabeth working well together. Like,
well, they do in like.
Yeah, not even in a romantic way, but just when they collaborate.
Well,
it
there's
goes
that
really
scene
well
in Blood of Olympus when they are forehead to forehead, and it's the cutest thing.
You quite literally cannot put two characters forehead to forehead and not expect me to ship it.
It's so true.
Yeah, I know. So
Piper and Annabeth are in love, and the only reason that they're not together is because Percy and Annabeth are also in love.
Yeah, and they're adorably amazing.
They are.
Like, I actually, if an entire series is leading up to a pairing, and it's like the protagonist and someone else, a lot of the time I feel like it's forced and I don't ship it.
Same.
But I really ship these two.
I think it's because the development of, like, their relationship is so beautiful.
Yeah.
They go from these, like, two bumbling idiots who are, like, they have to get along because they're on a quest together, to, like, friends, to completely trusting each other with each other's lives, and then they develop the little crushes, and it's really cute, and yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't even realise how much I shipped them until they were apart, and it wasn't even, Son of Neptune wasn't out yet. It was when Just the Lost Hero was out, and everybody was so scared.
I remember.
Percy wouldn't remember Annabeth.
Yeah.
And, like, that was the moment when I realised they were separated and that Annabeth was probably, like, terrified. And I was just, like, that was when I realised how much I shipped them.
Yeah.
Because you never quite realise until you get some, like, hardcore angst about it.
This does not mean that angst is good, Hannah.
I'll have you know, there is a time and a place for angst. Sometimes I get the time and place wrong and give it inappropriately, but it can sometimes be beneficial. Anyway.
No, I was going to say something. Oh yeah, it wasn't reading it that made me realise for that, but it was definitely that point in time, because my friend, we were talking about it, and I was talking about how at that point in time, I liked Jason and Piper together, at that point in time only. And then my friend turned to me and went, yeah, but what if the same happened with Percy? And I think I literally just took a step back and was like, what?
What if Hera gave him, like, an imaginary girlfriend?
Yeah. Because we didn't know. And I was like, what? And then I, like, thought about it and I was like, okay, no, Piper and Jason are not allowed to be together. Percy is not allowed to be with whoever.
Yeah, like Percy and some random girl that he has memories of like, growing up with and stuff. Yeah. I'm like, no, nah. See, the thing is, I'm kind of ashamed to admit it now, but for a very brief period, this was like, I think before The Last Olympian had come out. Maybe. I actually shipped Percy with Rachel a lot. But now every time when I read The Last Olympian and they like almost kiss in the car and stuff, and I'm just like, no. But yeah, because Rachel is actually one of my favourite characters.
Rachel is amazing. She hits Cronus in the head with a blue hairbrush.
Exactly. She's just like, she sees Percy, the first time she meets Percy, he's trying to, like, kill her. He, like, slashes her with a sword, and she can see it's a real sword, but her first thought is just like, what the hell, dude? She, like, yells at him for it. She's like, do you always try to kill people who just blow their nose? And I'm like, that's the best first impression ever.
It's great. Also, another thing that I love about Rachel is that we see it in The Lost Hero when once, like, the whole rivalry with Annabeth has gone away, because Annabeth's a pretty jealous person.
Yep.
But once that's gone away, like, we see her relationship with Annabeth, and I just think that's got to be one of the most hilarious friendships ever to come out of Camp Half-Blood.
Probably, yeah. Like, yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But, on the topic of shipping, can we talk about how terrifying Rainabeth would be as a couple? Because...
Oh my god.
Like, just imagine angering one of them, and then you've got both of them just, like, fixing you with the death stare.
You wouldn't even survive the glare.
No. Like...
It would be worse than Medusa.
Like, no one ever actually finds out what happens when you piss them off. Because no one has dared.
Well, like, Reyna has Aurum and... I'm gonna pronounce these wrong. Aurum and Augmentum?
Yep, I think that's right.
Yeah, the dogs. And...
The puppies.
Yeah. And we don't know what they do when you lie to them. But I'm scared to find out.
I think disemboweling.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And match that with Reyna in general. Match it with Annabeth in general.
It's like you get... Plus the fact that, like, if you were against them in, like, a game of Capture the Flag or, like, an actual war or something, they would be, like, strategic nightmares to deal with. They would make, like, the most interesting and unpredictable battle moves.
Because of their mums.
Exactly. So, I think I shipped Rainabeth before I shipped Piperbeth.
Same.
Yeah.
I didn't really ship Piperbeth until Blood of Olympus happened. I shipped Rainabeth since, like, Mark of Athena.
Yeah.
But no, I think the thing about Reyna that really annoys me is that, not annoys me, but she's been told that she can only really, like, be happy when she finds someone, and I don't think that's true.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I think she's gonna be happy spending time with her adopted little brother, Nico.
Exactly. Well, you know, we could go on a really, like, Frozen type view on this and be like, well, the love doesn't have to be romantic, and maybe, like, when she finds true love, it will be the love she feels for Nico, like a brother or something.
But yeah, that thing really annoyed me in Blood of Olympus.
Yeah. I can imagine that. That's also very annoying.
Yeah. Gosh. What...
Like, that's something I kind of felt about the whole series, is it just kind of felt like everybody has to end up paired with someone. And I'm like, well,
see,
but no, though.
It didn't really bother me until we met Jason and Piper and Frank and Hazel.
Yeah.
Because then I think, like, it really got pushed into our faces, and not so much, like, Frank and Hazel because they're cute, it's just the age difference freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, same.
But since this is an Annabeth shippy episode and we're talking a lot about Piper, can we just talk about how much I do not like Jason and Piper together?
Yeah, it was, like, literally their relationship had no build-up, not even for the readers, for the characters as well. They came as a prepackaged relationship. Like, how weird must that be for them?
Yeah, like, the memories you have of your early relationship are not yours.
I know, everything that happened didn't happen.
And, like, the romantic ending that they get is, let's remake these memories, but they're already together, and they have been for, like, 2 years at this point, and it's really annoying, and I don't think they work together anyway.
No. Me neither. No. No.
These are our feelings on Jason and Piper.
just no. Yeah, I kind of...
Separately, I love them. Together, I do not.
yeah, I felt like the readers were forced into it, but also I felt like the people were forced into it. And although there is a lot of kind of commentary on like Hera that was kind of messed up, no one actually goes, maybe that relationship is not very healthy and you guys should take a step back for a moment.
Yeah.
Or even discuss it at all, really.
They don't. They're just like, oh, okay, we're together now. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really weird.
It is. How many minutes has that been, by the way?
It's been 15.
So, is it time to move topic?
It's time to move on to Hannah. Who is your dead gay son of the week?
My dead gay son this week is, kind of, spoilers, Tadashi Hamada from Big Hero 6. Spoilers because of the dead thing, not the gay thing. That's not actually canon, but it is in my heart.
It should be. True.
So,
moving on
to Volume 3 predictions for RWBY.
Yeah!
Woo!
I'm so excited.
Me too.
Oh.
So,
yeah.
What are your predictions?
Well, okay, so my main prediction for like plot points and stuff is just because of the way Volume 2 ended, we're gonna get a confrontation between Blake and Adam.
Yes.
And I'm scared.
Definitely. I'm very scared because I feel like when that happens, it's going to bring up a lot of feelings for Blake, and it could kind of harm her relationship with the other girls, because all of these things from her past are going to be unearthed, and like, she's probably going to feel like she has to distance herself again, which is, she cannot do that, but
yeah.
I'm worried.
I really feel as well, though, that, yeah, there's a difference between knowing that Blake's done something and then having to face the fact that she has.
Yeah.
Like, I really feel like when the Blake and Adam thing happens where they meet, Weiss is gonna be there, and Adam's gonna reference, like, we used to steal Schneed dust, like, carriages, and Weiss is just gonna be like, what? Because she never really realised, and she never really asked, even though they should talk about it and clear the air, but they never did.
Yeah.
And it's gonna unleash a whole can of worms, and it's not gonna be pretty.
Yeah, no. I know, I'm worried about that. I'm very worried about that.
And I feel like all four of these girls are heading towards, like, confrontation, that they're not, it's gonna, like, separate them. Like, we have Blake and Adam. I feel like Weiss and her family's gonna come up.
Yeah.
I feel like Ruby and Emerald are gonna become friends because of at the end of Volume 2, that little smile that they shared. Scary.
And the entire time I'm just gonna be like, no! No!
Yeah, and all
Don't do it.
these three things are gonna be going on all angsty, and Yang, Mama Bear, is gonna be in the background, not sure which of her little cubs she should go to because she has to choose. And it's gonna be hard.
Oh, that is gonna be hard.
Also, she has the whole Raven thing, but, you know.
Yeah, that. What's up with that?
I don't know. I've seen so many theories surrounding it. I don't know how much you, like, look into RWBY stuff on Tumblr.
Not all that much, to be honest. You're kind of the expert here.
You should. The theories are really interesting, because it's like, when we were introduced to her, I think both you and me thought the same thing. I think we both thought, oh my god, that's Yang's mom.
Definitely.
Yeah. But then when we saw her face, she looks pretty young. I'm thinking, like, lost sister or something.
Ooh, yeah. There's, like, a third.
Which is also, like, really interesting symbolically with the whole colour scheme, because her colour scheme matches Ruby's.
Yes. Definitely. That's... Yes. Colour symbolism, I love it.
So basically, I've just gone through, like, all of my predictions for Volume 3 plot.
Yeah, well, you know.
These are the
probably more than I have. Yeah. Basically, I want to find out what's in the box. I want more Coco in my life. That's pretty much all I have.
Okay, I think I've already said this to you, but I want Team Coffee to become what Penny was. where
Mhm.
Penny was this awesome character that was introduced at the end of Volume 1, and then
Yeah.
we got, like, depth for in Volume 2. I mean, everyone saw the plot twist coming, but
I didn't.
I'm sorry, Hannah. There. Remember, we had the hiatus to think about it, so...
Yeah, that's true. I kind of binge watched the whole thing in one go, so...
Yeah. But yeah, and now I feel like Team Coffee are going to be the same thing. Like, they were introduced right at the end, kind of, except Velvet, but whatever. And now we're going to get more depth into them in the next volume.
Good.
That's what I want.
That entire scene is just the best thing ever.
I've rewatched it so many times.
Same.
You know it's bad when listening to Caffeine in the, like, instrumental breaks you can put in Coco's lines. With precision timing?
Yeah. That's when you know, really. Okay, so we've done the plot stuff.
Yeah.
But we know for a fact there's going to be some form of LGBT character in this. And we have discussed in length what we think is going to happen. Now, I know both of us are rooting for Bumblebee to become canon.
Yes.
Like, a lot.
Yes.
There's also the fact that a lot of the people in Team Juniper, like, the characters they're based off of, are cross-dressers?
All of them
people
are.
who play with gender?
It's Joan of Arc,
Yeah.
Thor,
Mulan.
Achilles, and Mulan.
Yeah. So, every single one of them. So, it, like, maybe someone in there is trans,
Maybe
or...
all of them are?
Every single one of them. And, like, Jean wore a dress in the dance one.
Yay!
So, exactly.
It's really funny, because I know you don't watch Red vs. Blue, but for everyone who does watch Red vs. Blue, the character that Miles voices, who is the voice of Jean, is just... He's the worst kind of person ever. He's, like, the latest villain. He's amazing. I love him, but I shouldn't. But the fact that Jean has worn a dress, and then Miles wore a dress in 10 Little Roosters... Miles, put Felix in a dress, man. Just do it.
Yep.
Please.
Yeah. So, maybe we're gonna get some, like, genderqueer stuff going on, which would be great.
Yeah.
Because although I love the gay, I also love the gender stuff.
Yes.
So, how about we just make all of them in some form LGBT?
Hell yeah. Well, you have, like, Ace Ruby and
Yeah.
RWBY. I'm not sure how I feel about RWBY. I want to love it, but White Rose.
See, that's me with Arrow Crush as well. Anyway.
Yeah. We had... I think Weiss is now bi because Neptune, but...
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe she's just gay, but she, like...
Yeah.
Hasn't realised it yet, or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember when it was Ace Ruby, Lesbian Weiss, bi Blake, Pan Yang.
Yep.
And it's great.
Yep.
It's my favourite thing.
I agree with all of those.
Okay, but, honestly, that little smile in, like, Volume 2, when it was like, I'll save you a dance, that is not a friendship smile.
That is totally not... I mean, that's not even a friendship thing that you say to people.
Yeah.
Like, that entire scene, I have just rewatched that scene alone, because that entire scene, not only is it, like, great character development, but it's great relationship development, and then there's that, and then...
Okay. I'm going to digress from Volume 3 for a minute to just talk about how beautiful Blake and Yang's relationship is, because I have a friend who is, like, Black Sun trash, and I'm like, excuse me, no, Bumblebee. So I've got quite a few Bumblebee arguments up my sleeve.
Yeah.
But, like, Blake and Yang, Blake, bless her heart, she grew up in a town, like, outside the kingdoms, probably surrounded by foreigners. Her parents were in the White Fang. She's carrying the banner. Then she left, but whatever. She probably has never forged, like, a proper bond with a human before. It's probably constantly been Faunus. And then she comes to Beacon, hiding herself. And she meets Yang, and, like, immediately they click. Like, you see it in the forest. The little interactions that they have, they are so tiny, but they are so cute. I love it. And then, like, they just get to talking, and then they get to a point where Yang feels comfortable enough to share a story that she hasn't even, like, really told RWBY before. And I feel like Blake trusts Yang as well, and has trusted her to, like, I know Weiss was there too, but she shared her history with Adam, and, like, they have forged this friendship that, even if it's not romantic, it's still absolutely beautiful to see it develop, and, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. I know, I'm pretty sure somebody sent you an ask on Tumblr and it was like, why do you ship them? And you just wrote, like, this really in-depth paragraph about it. Because if someone had asked me that, I'd just be like, because they just, it's you. But you, like, set out and it was, like, really logical and stuff, and I was like, yeah. Yeah.
They are literally perfect for each other.
I know. And, like, even if they never develop romantically, just, they're, like, they need each other. They're, like, their friendship, and they just...
And it's like Black Sun I could see happening, which is Blake and Sun for those who don't know.
Yeah.
I could see that happening at the end of Volume 1, but then Volume 2 happened. Sun became a useless noodle, and like that Sun isn't what Blake needs.
Definitely
at
not.
all. Also,
no.
Coming back round to predictions for Volume 3, I really feel like Neptune and Weiss are going to become a thing, and not looking forward to it.
No. Like, I have to admit, maybe, I don't know why, maybe it's just because I love blue hair, but I really liked Neptune when we first met him.
Same.
But he's kind of just... No, I don't know. He's a useless noodle.
He's a useless noodle, and I would love the useless noodle if he wasn't, like, flirting with Weiss and stuff. Like, no.
Yeah, no, I can't really see that working.
As long as they're not endgame, I'll be fine with it.
Yeah.
And
White Rose.
Yep. But no, I'm not looking forward to the day when Neptune's Snow Angel becomes an Ice Queen, and we see Weiss's heart break.
Yep.
Because first relationship and stuff, and it's not gonna go well.
No.
I don't think, anyway. It better not.
What if something happens in Volume 3, either, like, something with Neptune or something with Blake and Adam, and we see Weiss just become kind of stoic and stone cold again? Like, my baby. I don't...
I think it's gonna be her and Neptune are gonna get together, but they're not gonna work out because Neptune's too much of a useless noodle for her.
Yeah. And she's too much of a lesbian.
It's true. She's like proper goes for Pyrrha's boob in like the really early episodes.
Yep.
Not that I notice these things.
No.
But no, so Neptune and Weiss are gonna break up. The
Yeah.
Adam thing's gonna happen, and then we're gonna meet her family. And it's just gonna be one after the other, and then boom, she's gone.
See?
And then she's gonna need Mama Yang.
I love Weiss. But Mama Yang's gonna be busy looking after friggin' RWBY, because she's gonna be,
See? Everything's happening. And the one who can sort everyone out is gonna be busy.
She's gonna be, like, spread so thin. She's gonna be really, like, stressed out about everything, and then I think there's gonna be some, like, big outburst where she's like, why do I have to be the one to fix everything? And don't know. My babies.
The RWBY the show makes me really happy, and then I start thinking about it, and it makes me really scared.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Also, again, you haven't watched Red vs. Blue. You haven't seen how happy can turn to heartbreaking with this company.
I'm sorry.
I rewatched Series 10 yesterday.
Are you actually crying?
It's so sad. I don't want this to happen to my babies over in Beacon.
Oh, no. 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 That's why I say, like, I like angst when it's fan fiction, but, like, not in canon. Keep my canon people happy and let the angst for fan fiction.
Yeah. And on that note,
yeah,
thank you for listening to NerdTrash.
Oh, are we out of time?
We're at half an hour.
Jesus. Okay. Wow. Yes. Thank you for listening.
Also, I know we didn't put anything up last week. That's because we kind of had a bit of issues. So
There was a technical error.
Technical difficulties. So
Yeah.
This is technically a re-recording, and this went so much better.
Yeah, actually.
In the last one, because we were talking about shipping, we got kind of incoherent.
Yeah.
We tend to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank
Look
you
forward
for
to more of
listening.
that. Yeah, next week, or, well, we're actually going to record it right after this, to be honest.
Magic. Movie magic.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about our Harry Potter Next Gen headcanons.
Mm-hmm.
And why we're no longer fans of Doctor Who.
Yes.
So fair warning, we're going to be not talking nice things about Doctor Who. So
yeah,
if you like that show, sorry.
Yeah. Well,
the show
I
as
would
it is now.
Yeah, I would still call myself a Doctor Who fan. I just don't like what's happened in recent years. Let's just say.
It's such a shame Doctor Who ended after David Tennant left.
I know, right? And it got replaced with Doctor Who Cares now that Stephen Moffat's in charge. Anyway.
This is next week.
Yes. Watch out for those sick burns. So we will see you then.
See you then.
Bye.